Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Beaky here, and of course, what am I doing right now? I am driving, and I will be looking ahead at the road. I won't be paying attention to my cell phone. Gotta be safe out there, ladies and gentlemen, young boys and girls. When you're on the road, pay attention. You don't want to get into an accident. But like when I'm going for this little drive today, I feel like I need to talk about the video game industry, especially Nintendo. What's been happening with VR? Because I think something special is starting to happen with VR that I just started noticing, and this makes me very happy to be an HTC Vive owner. And along with that, I have friends who seem to be very interested in picking up VR lately. And I'm going to be talking about why. We got to talk about the big drama, what's happening with YouTube, what's the future of my channel, and why the hell am I doing a driving vlog? Big thing. I've been liking making these videos in the car. Usually I use my GoPro to make them, but today I wanted to try live streaming directly from my cell phone to see how that goes while I go for this little long of a journey. I actually might make the trip even last longer than usual just for the fact that I want to just have fun and relax, even though the speed limit over here is like dumb high. So anyways though, guys, let's just get right into it and just let you guys know what it's all about. So we're gonna start off talking about the Nintendo 2DS. Nintendo coming out swinging with a brand new handheld that's gonna blow everybody away for $150. No, they're really not. They're just coming out with a new model of the 2DS that looks way better than the regular 2DS. Because that regular 2DS was some slate, flat, ugly ass handheld. Guys, it wasn't even ugly to me. It just felt wrong. It literally felt wrong. I think this was the first time in my hand I was just like, this thing feels wrong in my hand. And I'm never a gamer who's like, oh, because I have big hands, I can't use a small controller or a small console. I love the Game Boy Micro for the GameCube, even with my big ass hands at the time, because I was still playing football back then. I'm a big fucking boy. I bought the small mini. You guys remember that Madcast and GameStop had those mini GameCube controllers, the really small ones that were clear and see-through? I know you guys watching this video know what I'm talking about. Please don't lie to me. Tell me right now you know what I'm talking about. For the GameCube, they had those mini ass controls that was full as fucking hell, and some of the colors were see-through. I loved all the stuff like that. Oh damn, there's traffic over here, that crazy. I guess we're gonna have a long trip. But anyways, let's get back into the point. So this new 2DS, sorry, I was about to say 3DS, but 2DS XL is coming out. It looks nice, obviously. I think the price is out of whack. I understand that the 3DS XL is $180, so I understand why they're doing $150. But man, like a used, I'm just saying it just because it was out there. A used 2DS was $69. That's how cheap I've seen it get to, $69. So I could see they could have went $100 for this new 2DS, and it would sell buckets. But I guess the margin at this point is just so high on making it. It probably doesn't cost much to produce it, and Nintendo wants to still make a lot of money off the 2DS and the 3DS line going into 2018. And really, what I'm getting from this announcement is just not really about the console, the hardware itself. It's that Nintendo is not abandoning their handheld line completely to the Switch. They're still going to try to support the 2DS and 3DS into 2018. That's what I feel is actually going to be happening from Nintendo. So everybody who does want the Nintendo Switch to be Nintendo's dedicated handheld, and a lot of those games that are available on the Nintendo Switch to come out for the available on Nintendo 3DS, like those great third-party smaller titles to come out for the Nintendo Switch, that is not going to be happening anytime soon, it seems like. Especially if Nintendo's still going to be pumping money into producing and putting out more Nintendo 2DS and 3DS, because developers are going to develop games for the platform that has the most install base and the most users, especially games with multiplayer or anything like that. If your game is a multiplayer title, and yes, the 3DS does have multiplayer games, and I have played plenty of multiplayer games on 3DS, so you want to have a lot of user base. Right now, even some of the games that I have right now with like not some of them, I guess there's only one game really with multiplayer like that, online multiplayer, which is Bomberman. Some days it takes really long to find a full game just because that many people don't actually own a Nintendo Switch at the moment. Yeah, so we do know the numbers are out right now as well as like 2.3, it's over 2 million Nintendo have sold, which is impressive in its first month out. So I will give Nintendo some credit right there. That's amazing. But of course there is the problem of games. So I guess that's what we're going to be just jumping in right now to. Let's talk about some of the video games for the Nintendo Switch. What got released this week? Well, releasing this week specifically was Mario Kart 8, and they also had Puyo Puyo Tetris just came out with a demo, which is a game that I thought I was gonna like. My friend's like, "Oh, download the demo from the Japanese eShop." I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm not here to make. I don't need to make a damn account for another region just to play a video game right now." Those times are what I did when I was in the PlayStation 3 era, when I had a Japanese, a European, like. It's a worldwide market now. If a game developer is smart, they're gonna put out a game for a freaking platform that everybody can play it. That's how it's gonna happen. Whether it comes out on day one, 6 months, or a year later, it's gonna come out. Gaming developers have forgotten the days of like, oh yeah, this game's only gonna come out in Europe. This game's only coming to Japan. It's only coming to America. Those days are gone for a game developer who really wants sales of their games. It's very few titles these days are exclusive to one market, and when it's either usually backlash from some gamers or just because of how the market is, in a sense. Like, I could think of a recent big example. It was Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball. I think it was 3 now, the newest one for the PlayStation 4. That didn't come out in the United States because they basically thought that there was going to be a hissy fit over here in the United States about that game, which I actually do kind of think that would have been true. And it is region free, so you can pick it up. But my point to the whole entire situation is gamers will play games wherever they're available, and developers will put out games when they want to make money to all gamers who want to play them. That's just how it's gonna be moving forward. So for now, I don't need to make another Japanese account for the Switch. I'm gonna wait till those games come to the United States eShop and get the direct support for that eShop. My point is though, that doesn't matter because there's not that many games on the eShop that I really even want to play. And I played that damn Puyo Puyo Tetris demo, and I was not that impressed. It was meh. It was a 6 out of 10. It was a 2.5 out of 5. This is meh. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't a bad game. It was just like, I played better Tetris games than this. Puyo Puyo is fun, but it's not that exciting. The characters they have in that game, the voice acting and the little thing. What the fuck this guy's cutting me off for? Sorry about that, guy. I'm on the highway. Oh, okay, I see why he cut me off. He was trying to go in the exit lane, but then somebody's car broke down, so he had to cut me off. Oh, let me get out of this traffic. Let me go on the side streets. When the traffic's that bad outside, guys, just go onto the side streets, because I think I'm just going local roads or where I want to go right now. It makes more sense. I want to go to it's been a long fucking week. I am tired. Tomorrow I'm going to help my friend build his first ever gaming PC. We're going to be going AMD. We're probably going to be going AMD Ryzen. And we're going to be going to RX 480 or 470. He keeps looking at 460s, pre-built like Cyberlink PCs, but I keep telling him, bro, you don't want to build a pre-built computer. I'm willing to give you a computer case, because I have this old computer case that was like worth $150 when I bought it. I think that case dropped down to like $100 now, so it's still a pretty expensive computer case. I got a power supply. I'll give you a power supply, the case, I have this cool little LED monitor thing for the computer. It tells you temperature and lights up and does all that stuff. I have all that stuff from my old computer bill. I'm like, I'll give you all that stuff for free. Like, I'm giving this stuff for free to my friend just so the fact that he could like buy the parts and build your own PC, bro. I want him to get into that because he wants to start YouTubing. People are honking me, but where am I going? I can't go anywhere in traffic. I'm sorry you guys can't see traffic too either, because with my GoPro, I can put my camera up top so you guys can see around me, but with the cell phone, this is the best angle I could come up with. Just how it is. And it's funny because I went on the side street. Now the side street's not moving, and the real highway is moving. It's not how it always goes. Wherever you go on the road, that's where it always gets fucked up. It's always how it goes, guys. But let's just get back into talking about Nintendo, because that's what we came here started to talk about. And thank you everybody who have already liked the video. I do want to thank you for that. I wasn't really planning on doing much streaming today, but I said, fuck it. While I'm here, I'm just going to talk shop and just drive. But let's get back into it. So, I'm on the eShop playing Puyo Puyo after I downloaded it. And I see Mario Kart, and I'm like, do I really want to buy this Mario Kart? And then my friend who's been telling me I should get it. So I hit him up. Did he get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? He didn't even get the damn game. He didn't even pre-order the game. The guy who's been telling I should get this game, he's like, I didn't get it yet. So like, even he knows. Like, you want something new. You want something grand. You want Mario Kart 9. You want the new-ish. You just don't want the re-release of something like Mario Kart. Like, I'm just so disappointed, especially at the eShop right now for the Switch, man. I just need more titles. This new game came out, it was $49. That's a pixel art style game. And when I see stuff like that, then that stuff just pisses me off too, because I'm like, man, obviously graphics not the thing that's pushing the Switch forward for the titles that people are buying right now, even for $49. That's why I would love to see some of those 3DS games that are even don't have that great graphics, which are great full-length games, because even these fucking $49, $30 eShop, some of these games, they're fucking short little stupid 3 to freaking 10-hour games. They're 3DS games that last like 60 fucking hours. And I guess I just got my stream unmonetized by cursing here, but my point of the matter is, I just want to see games on the Switch that last long, and I don't care about the freaking graphics. They're full freaking games. That's why I've been thinking that if Nintendo moved away from the 3DS and started getting some of those developers to put out those 3DS type titles onto the Switch that are third-party titles, because third-party do great on the 3DS, guys. I think the third-party 3DS games are freaking awesome. And the car beside me is freaking nice. Damn it, I should have put my GoPro so you guys can see outside. Shirt. Alright, what else I wanted to talk about other than Nintendo and just complaining about this? Like, I love my 3DS. It's so funny. I love my 3DS. I absolutely love the damn console. It's a great system. But I have so many problems with the Nintendo Switch right now, and I know it's all going to change. That's why I bought the console. I know for a fact more games are going to come out that I'm going to be interested in. I know more full games, but right now I am done and tired with all the little short bullshit indie ass games on the Nintendo Switch. I am done with that shit. I don't want that. I want full releases. The Nintendo 3DS could get full 10, 15 hour releases from Sega, Namco, Bandai, EA. They get these games. Why the hell the Switch can't get these games? It's already sold over 2 million units in its first month. It has a over 100% link ratio for freaking Zelda. More people bought Zelda than they have Switches. I don't even understand how is that possible. How do you sell more copies of a game than people have systems? How does that happen? Somebody chat, let me know. How do you, like, who was that guy who bought a copy of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild without having the freaking Switch? What were they, why did you do that? Are you hoping that you're gonna get it? Like, that's so interesting to me. Oh, man. It's actually even more impressive, because you know there was a bunch of people trying to be scalping Switches. You know there was. I had 2 Switches pre-ordered until I realized there was no point in keeping both, because the price wasn't going to be that high to resell it anyways, and my friend who didn't want the extra one. So I said, know what, I'm just going to cancel one of my pre-orders. And like an idiot, my pre-orders got messed up by Amazon anyways. Go figured. One time I should have not went with a different retailer. But let's talk about VR now, because I'm wasting time still talking about the Nintendo Switch, and that's how I'm going to be with this video. It's a live stream. We're going to chill. We're going to talk about the video game industry in really bad traffic today with the windows open, because it is balls hot in here. I have no clue how the quality of this live stream looks. I've never live streamed from my phone while I did all this stuff, so I have no clue. But VR is becoming big again. It's actually really freaking cool to me, because it seems like the year that has passed since all these headsets have come out, since we finally got a confirmed release date and people started getting these headsets in their hand, we're finally seeing bigger games with better budgets and more complete games instead of just a pure shooting gallery. Yes, there are lots of shooting gallery type games, but we're starting to see episodic story-based games. We're starting to see games with more movement combat. Which I mean by that, there was a lot of times when there was VR games that wouldn't make you move around because they were afraid of people getting motion sick. Now developers are letting go of the leash, letting gamers feel like what it's really like to just move around freely in VR. There's a lot of stuff coming out that looks really impressive. I'm just gonna bring up one. I know it's an old title like Budget Cuts. Like when I first played that and saw the different ways they allowed you to move around in that, was amazing to me, and there's a lot of little different little things right now that I just want to try out. Some of them are not that impressive, but they're just really interesting anyways. Like this is not this is not really that impressive, but there's a John Wick game, which is just a gallery shooter per se, but the fact that movie studios are embracing this, that kind of interests me right there. There's the Batman game, which was already on PlayStation VR, which is a $20 game, and it's not that long, but that's more of a higher budget. The graphics are really nice. It seems like the stuff that are coming out in VR are actually starting to push the graphical capability of the platform a little harder, because a little bigger problem I have with a lot of the early VR titles, a lot of that stuff just looked a little too kiddie in the sense of the cartoonish style, but some stuff are becoming either more realistic, or the graphic that they're showing in these VR games that I'm seeing that getting released right now are more intense. Even tomorrow, I'm gonna meet up with some friends, and like I said, I was talking earlier for anybody who's joining me, I'm gonna help my friend build their first ever PC, and in that PC, we're gonna be going AMD. I'm running right now Intel and what's it called again? GeForce card, but I want him to go to with a, I think Radeon is where he should go. RX 480 AMD Ryzen 3 or Ryzen 5. I'm going to give him the case. I'm going to give him all the stuff. I think that him going AMD is going to work out really well for the price he wants to pay, which is around $500 to $700. And I'm like, you don't want to do pre-build, bro. I know you want to save money and just get something already made. I'm telling you, I can show you how to build your own computer. I'll show you how to hook up a capture card so you could do your YouTube live streaming. He loves live streaming like horror games just for fun. And I'm like, if you want to do that better than what he can do right now in the PS4. And this is where I'm just going to go off into a little like separate rant and separate thing I think is great about the video game. It's a rant that's a good rant. Like, there's great rants. Like, it's amazing how easy it is to stream video games in this generation on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. It's unbelievably easy. And it's made an audience out of some new people that they never knew they would get followers. When my friend streamed Resident Evil, when he's playing Resident Evil, people are watching it and it's like, man, it's cool. He gets more fun. He gets more views when he does put up those Resident Evil video streams as videos on YouTube. And he's enjoying it. He never really went into it 100% to make money, and now he's like, okay, if I get a PC, then I can add this little element, this little overlay, let's make it more professional. And I've been telling him for years, you could do it, bro. And it wasn't until these consoles came out and made him realize, like, it's really not that hard to stream. It's not that complicated. If I could do this with a console, and all I need is a webcam and the hardware to the PC and make it an investment, you can make your money back. I made the money back for every single capture card I've ever used on YouTube. Every one. Like, it's insane. Like, if I think about it, when I first started making captured video for gameplay, I used the Dazzle. I don't know if it came up with the Dazzle. I don't know if anybody watching this video would even remember what the fuck a Dazzle was, but it was basically it had S-video, the red, yellow, and green cable. I don't even remember what the cable colors were. The component type, it wasn't even a component, guys. It was straight up analog ass cables. Analog ass cables. I used that thing for freaking years to stream gameplay. For years. And now it's so simple to just press share while you're playing the game. Press capture on the Xbox One or Xbox, capture that and share your gameplay to the world with your friends. Like, that is absolutely stunning that it's come along this far in the gaming industry. Oh gosh. I did get some yes, I did see some comments pop up when I just glanced at my phone at the stop sign. Wow. Yes, I did get the Nintendo 2DS. For anybody just joining once again, I will go back over that real soon about the 2DS again in a second. But I just want to keep going back to VR. I'm really just glad to see these VR games finally being pushed a little harder, getting out of the hand-holding that developers has really been doing. I'm even impressed by what some of the games that Oculus has been funding exclusively. Like, the stuff from Insomniac has been really, really special. And I'm like, man, thank God the program Revive is out so I can play some of those games, because this weekend, after I had to pay so much money in bills, I am relaxing with my friends after we build our computer, and we're gonna play some VR games, man. There's a bunch of VR games I've been on there playing, and I'm gonna put some money into that and pick up some titles. It's gonna be a good little workout for the summer, because obviously when you're playing VR, you're gonna be sweating a little bit. I'm gonna install back up my AC, and it's gonna start getting balls hot. I think today it's gonna get as high as like 70 degrees. Tomorrow's gonna go up to like 80 for me. So I'm just like happy that the weather's finally changing from the rain and just being freaking cold over the last few months, because goddamn, it does not feel like spring the last few weeks. I'm just glad that everything's actually finally turning the heck around. And something else I wanted to talk about VR. So I think VR is doing the correct, not fast enough, but it's doing the baby steps to becoming a bigger and bigger platforms. Because right now we're seeing those bigger, like I said, more in-depth story-based games, better graphics coming, the hand-holding going away. And I think the next step is when every big AAA game starts having some VR type support. Not everything's going to obviously be the full game in VR like Resident Evil 7, but we're going to start seeing like Call of Duty start incorporating more and more modes or different things with VR potentially down the line. I wouldn't be surprised if the new Call of Duty also have some other type of VR thing because they're going to do some partnership with Sony again. I wouldn't be surprised if next Resident Evil or Capcom games keep coming out with some VR stuff. And that's what I want to see. In a year from now, all the big AAA games on PC that come out have some type of VR component. Even something like Deus Ex Mankind Divided, they put out a whole entire thing where you can walk around the areas in that game in VR in a high resolution. And I was like, oh shit, this really shows that you could possibility have the environments in Deus Ex be in a VR game. Now, is it going to be the same as like Deus Ex Mankind Divided? No, they're probably going to have to craft something more special individually for that game. Sorry about that, guys. Let me make sure I went through the before the light change. Poor connection. Ooh, that sucks. But I want to make sure that game developers know that we gaming enthusiasts for VR are willing to wait. We are willing to wait for VR to take the next freaking big step till you support it with more bigger AAA type titles. Right now things are starting to look better and I really do appreciate that. I really do. But let me get back into some other stuff related to Nintendo real quick. If Nintendo is going to still be supporting the Nintendo 3DS going forward in 2017 into 2018, what I would like to see like done with the platform more than anything else is to rejuvenize like franchises that have been kind of dormant. Like some like bring out a Golden Sun for the 3DS. You know why I say that? Because well, they may not want to put it out for the Switch because the Switch may not sell enough units because not enough people own the freaking Switch. But if you put out a Golden Sun that's good enough for something like the Nintendo 3DS, 2DS, you already know there's enough freaking 30 plus million, maybe it's over 50 at this point. It probably is over 50 million 3DS and 2DS is out there in the world that you know you're gonna get some sales. You're gonna get sales from selling a Golden Sun game on that platform just because there are gonna be fan bases of people who's gonna enjoy it. And that's what I think needs to happen. Sorry guys, I should have a bottle of water in here. I just realized I'm driving without my glasses. That's how nice today is. Didn't even need it. I had it on the seat next to me. Haven't had it on all day. It's amazing too because the traffic today for the middle of the day on a Friday is absolutely insane. So I want to go into another topic because we already talked about Nintendo VR a lot. Let's talk about Call of Duty. I know it's a big thing of the week and I've already talked about it a bit. Actually, fuck the glasses. I don't need the glasses. It's too bright. Do not need the glasses to drive, so I am good. Sorry guys, just paying attention to the road real quick. Alright, yeah, so Call of Duty. And I know this wasn't on the topic at all, but I am actually keep getting excited. Every single time I hear more videos about this new Call of Duty, I'm like, I haven't played a World War II Call of Duty in a while. I like those Call of Duties. That's what I usually really enjoyed about Call of Duty. Like, getting back to playing those types of Call of Duty games is really gonna be so much interesting if they do the multiplayer correctly. Like, there's so many ways they can mess up. You know, they can add too much microtransaction bullshit, too much DLC bullshit, limit the amount of maps that come out initially with the game and sell too much of it after the fact. When a lot of freaking developers these days are starting to realize you don't sell map packs, you sell items, cosmetics. You make sure your player base never dwindles by making sure that everybody who plays the game has access to the map pack. So let's talk about this real quick. I think this is actually a very important topic in the gaming industry that we don't talk about enough. When a multiplayer shooter especially comes out, right? If that multiplayer shooter comes out and every single body who could play that game gets access to every single map that ever comes out, I think that makes the player base stronger and makes sure that friends who have the multiplayer map pack could play together because everybody has it. Because I've had situations in the past with past Killzone where I'm like with my friends, do you have this multiplayer? Do you have this one? But nowadays, nope, everything comes out for free for everybody. Same thing with Call of Duty. I've had a situation where like, which one was it? The last Call of Duty with the Nuketown, where Nuketown came back in the future. I think that was Call of Duty 3. Sorry if I'm messing up all my Call of Duty Black Ops games, because I say Call of Duty 3, but Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Because there's been a lot of Black Ops games, so I could be mixing things together, but I'm pretty sure it's Black Ops 3. When Nuketown came back and I had access to it, you know, and then some of my friends didn't have access to it, it was kind of annoying. Because I was like, what the hell's going on here? And then some of the maps didn't come out because it just, I don't want that anymore. I just want those days to be gone. I want when a video game release, especially a shooter, that all my friends could play together, and I love it when developers are starting to implement programs like that. I think even EA with Battlefield 1 has recently said they're going to be doing something like that, where you could share a map pack with a friend in Battlefield. I think that's what they said they're going to do. But I don't know if Call of Duty is ever going to change from their policy, because Activision probably makes so much money off of these map packs, especially since of the fact that the Call of Duty games are the best-selling games every single year. In 2016 it was, 2015 it was. Call of Duty sells the most. And if that keeps happening even in 2017 into 2018, well, then they have little reason to actually change their policies. Being the simple fact, because if they have such high player base and such high sales, then they know that a lot of people are playing the game, and even though there's not going to be that many people who will buy the DLC compared to the amount of people who buy the game, they fucking know that there's going to be enough of people just playing the base game that people are still going to be able to find games together. So I don't know if Call of Duty and Activision, if they're willing to change their policy to allow friends to just play multiplayer together without buying map packs. Sorry about the beeping, guys. Literally my friend is texting. Don't drink and drive. Oh, I would never drink and drive. That's not the title of the I wrote Let's Drive. Pretty sure I wrote Let's Drive, not Drink Drive. That'll be bad. But yeah, I hope Call of Duty changed up their whole entire situation and make it so that me and anybody else plays together, gets to play games. And for anybody watching and hear me repeat myself sometimes, the only reason I do that is because I know new people join the stream, and I just want to make sure that you guys follow up with what I was talking about before. So that's one of the things we got to talk about. Now, the next big thing is Microsoft, Phil Spencer, and the freaking Xbox One Scorpio. Phil Spencer coming out dropping bombs on the video game industry, even the guys over at the Halo Studios dropping major bombs about the Halo 5 campaign. But let's first of all talk about, as much as I want to talk about Halo even more, let's talk about the Xbox One Scorpio and the recent reveal of those screenshots that show the difference between the Xbox One Scorpio 4K and regular Xbox One at 1080p. Now there's one specific one that we saw off this little tiny, looked like a honeybee or something like that, and you could see the difference. I really wish I was able to bring up the slider right now, but when you slid the slider between the pictures on the left side, you will be able to see, this left side is where you would be able to see the Xbox One Scorpio 4K. You see the hair on the freaking bug skin. You see the little indentations on his eyes. You see so much more detail. It looks so much realistic. But when you slide it back over to 1080p for the Xbox One, it doesn't look bad. Because I want people to understand, Xbox One and the PS4 are not bad looking consoles for the regular model. Let's just not be jaded as gamers. The Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 are putting out fire-ass games still in 2017 that looks good even in the base console mode for the PlayStation 4 or just the Xbox One. Yes, some of it might be 720p. Yes, some of it might 900p. Yes, some of it might just be 1080p. But some of those games still look fire. Even looking back at Halo 5, Halo 5 and Xbox One was a nice-ass looking game. So let's not start being saying like, oh, Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 in general, games look like crap. No, that's up to the developers to optimize their game to make sure it looks nice. And I think there's still a lot of power to get out of those systems. The issue, I think, is more with frame rate and getting stable frame rates for some games. And that's where I hope developers keep pushing. Because recently, even, there was a post from the Final Fantasy makers for Final Fantasy, 15? Where they put out a new PlayStation Pro stability patch that enhances the graphics of Final Fantasy. Anyways, I love love the fact that they're actually putting out these patches and making sure that everything is actually running more stable and smooth while we're playing these games. And that's how things should be. It shouldn't be like you spend your money on a $60 game like Assassin's Creed Unity and the frame rate drops so bad you have to stop playing a game you spent $60 on. Do you guys remember? I was it's just mad at me remembering the situation. I was playing Assassin's Creed Unity with my friends. Maybe it was a live stream where you guys were listening to what I was saying. And the frame rate was so bad that I just said, I'm done. I think you can find a video on my YouTube. I think I literally wrote Assassin's Creed Unity, I am done. And I just went and deleted the game. I deleted the game in the middle of me doing everything in a party with my friends, chatting and recording. I just quit. I deleted it. I said, I don't want this shit on my console anymore. If this thing is gonna drop down into freaking 18 frames per second and then jump up to 30 and feeling sluggish and horrible, because it's something to have low frame rates in gaming. If a game is running consistently at 25 frames per second, it ain't gonna feel cinematic and smooth. It's not smooth, but at least it's consistent. But if it's going from 17, 18, 25, 30, 19, oh, I was so done. This was like really recently after the game came out too, so even it was, oh man, Assassin's Creed Unity was just problems, guys. It was just seriously nothing but problems. That's all I have to say. So with these new consoles coming out with Xbox One Scorpio, as long as Microsoft pushes for 4K but pushing for stable frame rates as well, learn from the mistakes from early releases on the PlayStation Pro, I think they'll be fine. That's what they gotta do. They gotta learn from the mistakes of other developers. Final Fantasy 15 developers had to learn. They need something more than just pushing 4K. They needed something more than just enhancing the graphics to 1080p. They had to put out a stable mode where you enhance the graphics but keep a stable frame rate. Because certain types of games, when there's action sequences, that frame rate is going to matter so freaking much. So Microsoft has to take the really big push and be like, yeah, frame rate is as important as graphics. Will they do that? I don't know. But I can sure as hell say the pictures they showing of Scorpio in 4K right now has me really happy that I got a 4K TV. And it actually makes me kind of want like, yo, I think I need to get a 4K HDR TV upgrade. But I'm like, nah, man. There's so much better uses of my money. Like, I would be a fool to get a 4K HDR TV right now when this technology is still just starting out. I probably should wait a few years until there's a standard. But, hey, I'm tempted. I'm even tempted for the Scorpio, but at the same time, I keep on thinking, do I really need a freaking Scorpio? Most of the Xbox One games are coming to PC anyways. And I can play it on 4K and PC. So it's like kind of hard to justify certain things, you know? That's just how things are these days, guys. It's like hard to justify which one to buy and which one not to. It really is. I'm sorry about my throat, guys. I really should have brought some water with me. But I'm going to just start over a little bit. I know we're like 30 minutes into the stream. For anybody who missed my talking about the Nintendo 2DS and the Nintendo Switch, about the 2DS, right? The 2DS looks cool, but really what it proves is that Nintendo is going to be supporting the 3DS into 2017 to 2018, and the games that are coming out from third parties for the 3DS that I would love to see on Nintendo Switch, because the Nintendo Switch eShop is complete trash right now. Hot fire. You got go look up that YouTube video. I think it's called Hot Fire. The guy who raps. Oh man, but it's all joking. But it's hot fire garbage right now in eShop. eShop could use some of those great 3DS games that are coming from third party, and we can't survive only on Nintendo releases. We just can't. I can't have a console on just first party titles. I don't even do that I don't do that for anything. I had a freaking Xbox One, and the point was I was playing so much of my third-party games on PS4 and on PC that the first-party titles that I was playing on PS4 and Xbox One was good and all, but eventually, once they said, oh yeah, they're gonna come out on PC, I was like, okay, don't need the Xbox One anymore. But I was already tempted to get rid of the Xbox One because I'm like, yo, I'm buying so few Xbox One titles outside of just plain and simple, they're damn exclusives. And I don't want to see the freaking Nintendo become an exclusive machine. I will not give Nintendo a pass. I know some people be like, yo, why did you buy it if you're complaining? I am a customer, paying customer for that platform. I'm going to let my voice be heard because I paid money for it. I bought the system to play games, a lot of variety of games. And I don't feel like I'm getting that right now on the Switch after a month of owning the system. That's just how it is, guys. Anyways, guys, it's been Beaky here with the Untitled Game Show. I'm out of here. I'm about to pull up at this restaurant, have some lunch, and call it a wrap. Let me see, where is the entrance? Right over here. I am going to a steakhouse, Spanish steakhouse. Espanol. I don't speak an ounce of Spanish. Not 1 ounce. But this is a very steakhouse that my friends and family like. So I know their menu already, and I do speak the menu. And the food quality is excellent for the price. And it will be my lunch, dinner, and just call it a wrap. Then I'm gonna go exercise with some VR games and call it a week, because after such a week paying bills and everything, I think it's time everybody gets a little chance to sit back and relax. So thank you all for watching. I have parked. I have turned off the car. I am out here. Later, guys. So how the heck do I stop this? This is the first time I've literally ever live streamed on YouTube. Oh, sorry about that. So I'm out of here, guys. I think I stopped the stream. See, I was trying to stop it and I pressed the wrong thing. So don't drink and drive. Stay healthy. Peace.